why you keep falling off self-improvement and how to stop. So, for credibility check, I basically spent 5 years of my life going on and off with self-improvement. I struggled to get consistent. And it wasn't because I was lazy. No, I was very ambitious. Like, I would work towards my goals, I would make progress with my goals. It's just that something would happen, right? Something uncomfortable, maybe something would come up. Like, just life would swoop in and it would make me like just feel uncomfortable. It would make me like I would be influenced to quit. It was only when I realized that I actually kept trying to find the one thing that would change everything for me. The one thing that would help me lock in, dial myself in, and get consistent. I tried to find the one tool, the one mindset shift, the one limiting belief I had to destroy, the one tool, the one application that I could use. But it didn't exist. It became a crutch that I had to destroy. And when I discovered that the only thing that was missing, the only thing that could actually bridge the gap between me falling off and me locking in was myself and my decisions. And when I decided that enough was enough, when I realized that it was actually only me and nothing else, that was when I locked in. That was when consistency was achieved. And the results speak for themselves, bro. Like, look at these fucking pictures. So, with that out of the way, let's continue on with the video. Trying to find the one thing that will work for you has become a crutch. I noticed in myself for years that I would just keep using and abusing the tools that I had in my arsenal to help me to stay consistent. I noticed that I was abusing mindset shifts. I noticed that I was abusing tools. I kept using them, applying them, because they were the crutch. They were the end all be all for me staying locked in and me quitting. They became the end all be all. And when those tools didn't work, when those applications didn't work as well, I quit. I fucking quit. Now you have to realize this in yourself. You have to like notice this in yourself and have to accept that there is no one thing. Tools only exist to make it easier. Applications, like everything that we are using, only exists to make the process easier. That's it. That's all it really does. And what actually makes the difference, what actually makes that leap of faith possible, what bridges the gap between locking in and staying the fucking same, is you and your choices, you and your decisions. That's it. That's all it really is. You and your decisions, you and your choices. That's it. What you decide to do, that is what bridges the gap. There is no one thing. There is no tool that will just magically make everything happen for you. No. It's just you. It's all on you. Now, with that in mind, you gotta realize Everything that you've done up until this point is your fucking fault. It is your responsibility. You did it. You chose to do that. You were 100% in control of your actions when you were doing them. So you fucked up. You fucked up because you made those tools a crutch. You fucked up. So hold your hand up. And I'm not exempt from this rule. I'm the biggest fucking loser here. Because I spent fucking 5 years fucking just wasting my time, wasting myself away, trying to find that one tool. I'm the biggest fucking loser here. So I hold my hand up as well. We both failed here. We must hold ourselves accountable here. We must say to ourselves that we have made a mistake, that we have wasted our time, that we are actually in control, that we have to actually fucking stop using and abusing these tools as a crutch. We are 100% in control of our actions. You gotta realize that, you gotta understand that. And once you do, once you keep hammering away with your thoughts actively, once you think to yourself, whenever thoughts appear, whenever discomfort appears, whenever your brain tries to convince you to think otherwise, you just have to hammer it away. You just have to speak to yourself and just say, fuck you, brain. I know I'm 100% in control. I know for a fact I can decide to do whatever I want to do. And you flip the brain off. You just say like, fuck you, get the fuck out of my face. I know I'm 100% in control. I know that whatever I decide to do is what becomes my reality. Now, there are a bunch of shit that you can do to help you to make this process easier, to make the process of you choosing the right things and you actually fucking locking in and having control. There are tools that you can use to make the process easier. Now, fuck you if you're going to use these tools as a crutch. Fuck you if you're going to use these tools as a way to lock in. No. Fuck you. That does not happen. That does not work. We had that fucking talk earlier about tools only making it easier, only making the process easier. It shouldn't be a crutch. It shouldn't be your end all be all. So keep that in mind when I'm about to like spit some bars with these tools, right? So the first tool we're going to tackle is meditation. Meditation gives you awareness. Meditation is what has helped me. Remember, help me. It's not a fucking crutch. You don't need to fucking meditate for like hours on end every single day. You don't need to meditate when shit hits the fan, when you feel an insane amount of discomfort. You don't need to fucking meditate when that happens. It's a fucking tool. It's a fucking tool that you can use to help make the process easier. And that's it. That's literally it. You have to stop making shit a crutch. Meditation is a tool. It makes the process easier. You have to understand that. Like, don't fucking abuse meditation whenever you feel like shit, whenever shit hits the fan. That doesn't work. It shouldn't be a crutch. It's all up to you. It's all on you. Now, what meditation does is it gives you awareness, right? I noticed in myself that it's actually fucking hard to figure out like which one is you and which one is your loser brain. Now, with meditation, when it gives you awareness, you actually start to notice which thoughts are yours and which thoughts aren't, which emotions, like not really which emotions, like it helps you to detach away from your emotions and see things from a more logical light. When you meditate, it gives you awareness. It helps you to notice that your brain is being a bitch and you have to assert dominance. You have to fucking dominate your brain and show it who's boss. Because that's actually true. You are 100% in control. Your brain can only convince you. Your brain can only try to convince you otherwise. But other than that, you are 100% in control of your actions. Now, how do you meditate? Go ahead and download this app called Medito. Now, Medito is a platform, an application that you can use that will give you just a bunch of like fucking different guided meditation stuff that will help you throughout the process of meditation and making the process of meditating easier. So go download that, and when you go through the process of meditation, there are actually 4 parts to this. Meditation, as it is, isn't really you sitting down somewhere, breathing in and out, and you're just completely full focused and perfect with the breath. Your thoughts don't miss. You're just all in, focused in the breath. Like that doesn't happen. What happens with meditation is when you meditate, when you focus on your breath like this, eventually your thoughts will start to drift away. Your thoughts, when you're focusing on either the breath, your fucking pinky finger, just whatever it may be, you're focusing on one thing, and then your attention starts to drift away. Your focus starts to drift away, and that's normal. That's a part of the process of meditation. That's step 2 of meditation. Step 1 is if you focus on one thing. Is if you focus on the finger. I mainly focus on the breath, so we'll just keep saying the breath, right? You focus on the breath, and then step 2 is your thoughts drift away. Your focus, your attention, it drifts away onto other things, onto other thoughts. And when that happens, step 3 is that you notice that your thoughts have drifted away, that your focus has just went off into the distance, into a different shit. That's step 3. And step 4 is you bringing your attention back, bringing your focus back into the breath, and going back into breathing in and out. And that process just keeps repeating. That process just keeps going on and on, where you focus on the breath, you lose your focus, you notice that you lost your focus, or that you've lost your focus, and you bring yourself back into the breath. You focus on the breath, and then the process goes on and on, where you lose focus, you notice that you've lost focus, you bring yourself back into the breath, and just on and on and on and on. That's the process of meditation. Now keep in mind, meditation is a tool, right? I'll keep fucking hammering this away at you because you need this. Because you need to fucking really like have this in your mind. Meditation is a tool to make the process easier. Meditation is a tool to help you with that leap of faith, that gap, with bridging that gap. Meditation is what helps you bridge that gap with your choices, with you and your choices, because you are the end all be all. You and your choices, what you decide to do, that is the end all be all. There is no one thing. There is only you. There is only you and your choices. Now, with meditation, I can tell you like a bunch of stories on how it became a crutch for me. So, whenever I would meditate, right, I noticed that I would meditate every time I felt like shit. You don't have to do that. You don't need to do that. Meditation is a tool you can use to help you notice which thoughts are yours and which aren't. It gives you awareness. You don't have to fucking use it when you feel like shit. You don't have to like it's actually counterintuitive to use it whenever you feel like shit. It's stupid to use it whenever you feel like shit. You don't need to do that. Stop fucking doing it like that. I also noticed that whenever shit hits the fan, I call it God's test. When you feel like shit and everything just seems to be fucking against you. Like this happened yesterday when I felt horrible. My head hurt. I felt uncomfortable. And fuck me did God test me with the noise of dogs barking in my ear, with my family trying to tell me what to do over and over and over, even though I already knew what I was supposed to do. They just kept telling me like, Chester, do this, Chester, do this, Chester, do this. Like, Chester, remember to do this, Chester, remember to do this. Like, fuck, I know what to do. Shut the fuck up, I know what to do. Like, that was just like my thought process. And I call it God's test. Because God is testing you. God, like, whether you believe in that or not. Maybe you think that there's like an also powerful force in the universe. I call it God. But an also powerful force in the universe is testing you to see whether or not you actually deserve to be or to get that life that you're pursuing. God's test. God will test you. And I noticed in myself, like, I would use it as a crutch. I would abuse meditation as a crutch. I would fucking meditate. I would try to sneak in meditation somewhere when I was feeling like shit, when I was feeling horrible. I would try to sneak it in. I would try to like find some time to meditate. But no, don't do that. You just have to hold it down. This is how you become consistent. This is how you lock in. You just have to hold it down. When you feel that shit, when you feel that pain, when you feel that discomfort, you just have to hold it down. You just have to feel that pain. And you have to understand that that pain, that's the shit. And it's normal to feel. You will feel it every day at some point at a higher level than what you will be feeling. At some point, that pain will increase to a pretty substantial amount. But pain is still pain. And all you really have to do is hold it down. Hold it down. Feel that pain for what it is. And just slowly but surely make it to tomorrow. Slowly but surely just make it to tomorrow. There are a bunch of tools you can use to help you make that process easier, such as positive to the point of delusion self-talk, like positive self-talk, as well as taking breaks and breathing, like a breathing technique. Like, I use these three things to help me to make the process of holding it down and dealing with the pain easier. Remember, it's not a crutch. At the end of the day, it's all you. You are the end all be all. At the end of the day, what you've done is what you decided to do. Whether or not you decided to jerk off to porn, you played video games for 12 hours that day, you scrolled on social media for 8. You decided to do that. You decided to fucking do that. It is your fault. Whatever has happened is your fucking fault because you decided to do that. Understand that. So now let's go over the three things that I use, the three tools that I use to help me get through that shit, get through that pain easier. So let's talk about the positive self-talk to the point of delusion, right? Positive self-talk. I noticed that a lot of us tend to fall into this bad habit of thinking negatively, of thinking lowly of ourselves. We tend to see ourselves in a negative light. Honestly, it's just because of the life we've lived before. It's just because of how we've been fucking conditioned by modern society. You think negatively. You think the worst in situations. You're fucking dumb for that. You know why? Try to think of an apple. Try to think of an apple. And try to imagine that apple spinning. Now try to think of 5 fingers. Try to count those 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you or did you not fucking think about that? Like, come on. Did you or did you not think about that? You did, right? You are also 100% in control of your thoughts. You are 100% in control of whatever goes inside of that motherfucking bitch. Whatever goes inside of that motherfucking head of yours. You are 100% in control of that as well. What's happening to you right now is that your brain, your bitch brain, you've given control to it. You've given control to that motherfucker. And that motherfucker just keeps pumping out bitch thoughts. Just keeps pumping out terrible thoughts. Now, to change that, you must think highly of yourself. You must think that you're the fucking man. Remember, we're doing this to the point of delusion. You must think that you're a fucking G. You're a fucking GOAT. You're the best. No one can stop you. That you can handle whatever obstacle comes in your way, whatever pain it may be, whatever discomfort. So, how this would look like with your discomfort, with the discomfort that you face. How this would look like when pain just appears and you have to deal with it. When you're holding it down, you just think, yeah, I can handle this. I can win against this. Fuck you, brain. Shut the fuck up. I can win against this. I can handle this. Like, this is easy. I can do this. Like, come on, I can do this. I can fucking do this. I'm fucking amazing. Like, no way I can't do this. I'm a fucking G. I'm a fucking GOAT. And you just keep hammering away at those thoughts. Now, quick caveat. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel uncomfortable to actively think. Think of it like an old engine that you haven't used in a while. It's gonna take a little bit for those gears to fucking spin properly, to shift properly. So right now, your old engine will just fucking start to crank and make these random noises of it'll start to slowly but surely crank itself properly, shift itself properly. But right now it's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. It's gonna burn. And that's normal. That's fine. As men on self-improvement, we both understand that pain is normal. Pain is actually a part of our life and will forever be a part of our life. So just keep hammering away with those thoughts. Keep actively thinking when pain appears. When it tries to convince you to quit. When it tries to convince you negatively of those negative thoughts inside of your head. Think positively. The point of delusion. Shut the fuck up, brain. I like saying that with like telling my brain off when it says negative thoughts. It works. Like, shut the fuck up, brain. Fuck you. Fuck you. You go off, you tell it off, fuck you, brain. And you just hammer away with thoughts. You hammer away with the positive, delusional thoughts like, fuck you, brain. I'm a G. I'm a GOAT. No way I can't handle this. No fucking way I can't handle this. I can win against this. I can fucking win against this. Like, I can handle this. I can win against this. No fucking way. Like, let's go. Let's get it. Fuck you. I'm gonna conquer this. Fuck you. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck you. Fuck you. You just keep hammering away with the thoughts until you reach tomorrow. Until tomorrow comes. Let me fucking remember like number 2. I didn't write this down, okay? I can't really remember if it's like taking a break or like just having some time to yourself where you just sit down. I can't remember if that's it. If it's not, then fuck it, it's the new thing. Let's first talk about breathing technique, right? So, breathing technique is when you feel that pain, when you feel that discomfort, you just breathe in and out. What I've noticed when I do this process of breathing in deeply and breathing out is that it calms me down. Like, it calms me down whenever I breathe in and out. That pain just slightly gets reduced whenever I breathe in and out. It calms me down. It helps me to hold myself down better, to just feel that pain better. It helps to really like calm me down, and the process of holding it down becomes easier when you just breathe in deeply and out. So just start doing that as well. Start breathing in deeply and breathing out whenever you feel pain, especially when you feel like a substantial amount of pain, when pain becomes like increasingly harder to deal with. You breathe in and out deeply. Now, don't fucking make this a crutch. It helps. It fucking helps. But it's the end all be all. The end all be all is still you. It's still your choice. It's still your decision. So keep in mind that if you decide to quit, if you decide to fall off, if you decide to not deal with that pain, not hold it down, you decided to do that. You decided to quit. You decided to stay in comfort land, to go back and stay in comfort land. You decided to do that. You're a bitch for it. Do you understand? You decided to do that and you're a fucking bitch for it. Tools help. Meditation helps. The breathing technique, it helps. Positive thoughts help. But they're not a crutch. They're tools. At the end of the day, it's all up to you. At the end of the day, it's still all on you. By the way, like, lessons like this, you'll find a lot of them in the top link in the description, which is my consistency community, where I just basically hammer away with lessons like this and just a bunch more tools, and as well as just fucking productivity tactics. I don't like saying tactics, but they're just what it is. Tactics on setting goals, on how to properly set tasks, and just a bunch more. So with that out of the way, let's continue on with the lesson. Number 3 is taking a break. For just a tiny bit. Sitting down somewhere and chilling. I remember yesterday was when I actually did this as well. When I was holding it down, when I was doing what I was supposed to do as best as I could. Like, just slowly but surely trying to finish what I needed to do, trying to finish the task that I needed to do, even when it hurt. Just slowly but surely getting it done. Once I was finished, I sat down somewhere. And I just breathed. I chilled for a tiny bit before continuing on with the rest of my tasks. I chilled for a tiny bit. Call it recalibrating your body for a couple minutes. 10 minutes. 15 minutes. I just sat down and I chilled. I breathed in and out slowly. And I took a break for 10 to 15 minutes. And once I felt better, once that timer just sounded off, honestly, you don't really need to feel that significantly better. It just is a break to recalibrate your body. And once those 10 to 15 minutes are up, you just go ahead and you do the next task. That's it. You don't have to feel significantly better. You don't even have to feel that you've felt better. Just once once that timer is up, once those 10 to 15 minutes is up, you get the fuck up and you start working again. Besides that, the one lesson that I'm going to impart to you that's just really fucking amazing like I think it'll just make everything click for you, is the lesson of life. Now, bear with me. It's gonna sound corny. Self-improvement is your life. Like, think about it. Would you want anything different than the life you're living right now? Do you want to go back to loserdom? Do you want to go back to that life of comfort? That life of suck? Do you want to go back to wanking your dick off 5 times a day, playing video games for 12 hours a day, and scrolling on social media to the point that your brain is fucking fried? Do you want that? No, right? You don't. And I noticed this in myself. I noticed that I was still associating myself with that old life, with the old me. But I'm on self-improvement. So why the fuck would I associate myself with that bitchery? And you have to learn this lesson for yourself. Self-improvement is not temporary. Self-improvement isn't a new life. Like, sure, we can talk about like old life, new life, but it isn't a new life. It's how you were supposed to live anyway. Self-improvement is how you were supposed to go about your life anyway. It's your way of life. It's your life. Self-improvement is your life. Like, just think about that. Just like, let that sink in. Self-improvement is how you will spend the rest of your life with. It's how you would spend the rest of your life doing. It's you. Self-improvement is you. It's who you are. Think about it. Think about it like that. Like, it's true. It's fucking true. Self-improvement is you. Self-improvement is your way of life. So it's normal to do these things. It's normal to feel that pain. Because you're a man on self-improvement. Because this is how your life is supposed to go anyway. It's how you're supposed to do things anyway. Self-improvement is how you were supposed to live anyway. If you found this video helpful, then top link in the description is my consistency community, where I basically hammer away at you with lessons like this. I also have like a course on there to teach you consistency, and a mental course as well. It's like really fucking cool. It's really fucking, like, it'll change a lot of your perspective. Besides that, like, I can coach you. Like, give you like personalized lessons that are to your specific problem, that are like specific lessons to help solve your specific problem. Like, you have exclusive access to me on there. It's an amazing community. So go join it. It's in the top link in the description. With that out of the way, it's the end of the video. Smash a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think, and honestly, comment so that other people would be recommended my lessons as well. As a YouTuber, I am obliged to say those things. So, keep moving forward, no matter how hopeless it seems. Bye.